Alright guys, Joe Benny here for his YouTube channel, Access Not Denied. And today, I'm going to do another Biden versus Trump presidential poll update. So let's get to it. Alright guys, so this is the day after the first presidential debate. It's September 30th, and it's the day after the first presidential debate against Biden against Trump. So I figure I'd update you on some presidential polls, even though it's a little early. I think the debate will be reflected on next week's polls, but I figure I do a little poll update plus some commentary on the debate between Joe Biden and Donald J. Trump and my thoughts on the debate and what I thought about it. All right, so I'm going to go to my screen and then I'll have a little summary at the end. All right, guys, so let's get to my screen. Okay, guys, I'm here on my screen and let's do some polling updates. All right, so first of all, we're going to go to my snippets and we're going to go back to September 1st. Real Clear Politics average. Biden was plus 6.2. And as you know from these videos, I thought Trump would pick up some momentum in September. And I thought that by the debate, it would be closer. So let's see what happened here. I'm going to go quick here because we went over it last week. So September 4th, Biden was up 7, Real Clear average. September 8th, Biden was up 7.1. September 16th, Biden was only up 5.9. I started to think that the president was making a move here, but then you saw last week that Biden had a 7.1 lead, and then now we're here today, and today, let's go to today. September 30th, Biden plus 6.6. So the president really has not gained anything. And here's the strange thing. Take a look at Rasmussen here. Biden plus 8. So, every time I do these polling updates, I'm shocked. I mean, Biden is strong with these Real Clear politic polling averages. And what I did was I went back and looked at polling back when Hillary Clinton and the president had had the election in 2016, and you're going to see that Biden is even. I mean, he's even beaten Clinton's numbers. In other words, Clinton was 3.2 Real Clear average on November 1st to November 7th. 3.2. I mean, Biden's up 6.2, 6.3, 6.9, just under 7. The one thing about the polls on Real Clear in 2016, Rasmussen was not here. But if Rasmussen was here back in 2016, then Clinton would be tighter. Clinton would be probably something like 1.5 or 1.8, because Rasmussen is traditionally right-leaning type of polling. So the president just didn't pick up much last week. And then I went to 538 polling, and I went to the swing states to see if the president picked up anything in the swing states. So, like, for example, Wisconsin. 6.9. We go to Ohio. This is very close, but for a while there, President Trump was in the lead here, and now Biden's back up. Let's look at Michigan. Biden shows 7-point lead in Michigan, and supposedly Michigan's going to be tight, but according to 538, it shows Biden really up strong. Let's go to, let's go to Pennsylvania. Biden's up again, 5.5, 5.6. Wisconsin. Let's go to Wisconsin. Biden 50 points up by 6.9. How about Florida? Biden's up in Florida. Now, it's just a 2-point margin there, according to 538, but still, I can't, how about Minnesota? The president's not leading any of these swing states. So either the pollsters are going to be really, really wrong here, or Biden's going to win and win by a strong margin. So, I thought there'd be a closer spread here, right? But it really isn't. And I came up to an article on Fox 8, and when I was going through my usual studying of the Real Clear Politics polls, average of the polls, President Trump needs numbers to move to repeat 2016 upset, and you could see that he does. If you read this article, and this article's on Fox 8, there's no scenario, like, it's so thin that President Trump is going to get either a popular vote or electoral college victory in November. He may get the electoral victory. I don't know, but it's going to be close. This article goes into stuff like 538, editor-in-chief Nate Silver tweeted out his projected likelihood of electoral college victory based on popular vote margin. According to Silver, a win of more than 6 points in the popular vote would virtually guarantee that Biden wins the electoral college. And this goes into saying that Hillary, was a 2-point. Let me see what it says here. Hillary ended up winning the popular vote by just 2.1%. That margin was close enough to make a state-level upset a more realistic proposition. At the time, Real Clear showed Clinton leading by 3.2 points back in 2016, but Biden is leading 7 points, 6.5 points, 6.2 points. And you saw the swing states I just showed you on 538. So I'm beginning to wonder that if this election is definitely going the former vice president's way. I'm going to get off the screen because I want to comment about the debate. And I'm going to come back on my camera and talk about the debate. So let me get off this screen, and I'll see you on the camera. All right, guys, back on my camera here. So I watched that whole debate last night between President Trump and former Vice President Joe Biden. I got to tell you, wow. Wasn't really a debate. It was like cutting off each other. I think Trump was worse in cutting off Biden, no doubt about it. I think Biden showed some calmness compared to President Trump. The president, he didn't work this one out right. He didn't plan this one out right. If he wanted to win this debate, he should have debated, stayed quiet, and let Biden talk about whatever plan he had or has for when he becomes or wants to become, or if he becomes the president. And that was the problem. The president, President Trump, he started mentioning Hunter Biden, and he really it was actually surprising that he probably just thought that Biden was going to show up, and not what Biden wasn't going to show up. He was probably going to show up like something was wrong with him, like he was having a problem with dementia or something. But Biden actually looked pretty good, and I knew, I told one of my cousins, I told him that I said Biden's going to debate. He's a good debater. And the one thing I noticed compared to President President Trump versus like Hillary and the president versus Biden is that Biden wasn't that intimidated by President Trump. When you watch the 2016 debates, Hillary Clinton just she maybe she thought she had the victory already, that she didn't need to win the debates, but Trump just pummeled her in the debate like she was like scared. But this debate with Biden definitely fought back, and you know I have a feeling he's going to say that the way that this debate went and the way that President Trump was always not letting him speak, and I think Vice President Biden's going to, he might not debate again. I'm starting to think that he might say, this was good. This was good enough. This shows that President Trump is a bully. This shows that President Trump, and these are Biden's words, is a clown. And that's the problem. I have a feeling, even though he's claiming he's going to have another debate, I don't think he's going to debate. I don't think he feels he has to debate. I think he just showed, in his opinion, that President Trump, he's not a debater. He's all about attacking and saying stuff and not giving out clear message of his message of what President Trump wants to give the American people. I hope they debate because even though it was a crazy debate, my eyes were watching the whole thing, and I don't know what the ratings are like, and maybe I'll update on the next President poll update video of the ratings. But I just think that this is not going to. I think Biden won this debate, and I think if it's gonna do anything for the polling, it's gonna help former Vice President Joe Biden, and that the president's gonna have to pick up the pieces and work on the next debate, and we could take it from there. So let's see next week when I have another update if any of the numbers change. But that's about it, guys, and I hope you obviously enjoyed this video. So like it, subscribe, share, of course, comment. Let me know what you thought of the debate. Let me know. Who did you think won? All right, and I'm going to say goodbye, and until next week, goodbye.